God's morning, people. 5 days. 5 days until the election day. And I want to continue that countdown because I want to make sure I do as much as I can to try to make sure everyone exercises their right to vote. It's more important than some people insinuate that it is. Some people say, well, nothing's ever going to change, and no one cares about us, and it's not for us, this, that, and third. But there are several of our, when I say our, I'm talking about black people, several of our ancestors who would beg to differ. Some of our ancestors were murdered because they refused to remove their names from a list of eligible voters. Some of our ancestors were murdered and tortured for voting. Some of our ancestors were murdered and tortured for being in line to vote. Why do you think they went through all that? Why do you think they risked their lives just to cast a vote? Because they realized how important it is for us to have a say, or at least try to have a say in what goes on. It's never been a perfect system, but it will never be a perfect system if we don't get out there and try to do our best to have a say in the matter. And let's be realistic. The black vote is a very important vote. If it was not important, so many politicians would not be trying to get the black person's vote. Call it pandering, call it what you want. Even if it's pandering because they know how important we are. So, understand your value, understand your worth, and exercise your rights. Now, obviously, the black person's vote is not the only one that matters. Every person's vote matters. But being of my ethnicity, I can truly speak to what I've seen and how I personally feel as a black man being able to vote. And it's a shame that we even have to say that, a black man being able to vote or a black woman being able to vote, because we've never had to say that before. Well, before when the Constitution was enacted, the Caucasian Americans never had to say, well, can I vote? Females did, but not males. And that's a shame that, in our history that we've excluded so many people. Yet, we're united, right? United States. It's a shame that, we've singled out certain people, but we're united. So, for everyone who hears or sees this message, I implore you, regardless of your race, religion, nationality, if you are a legal and registered voter, go vote for whomever you feel is the best candidate. I really don't care. But, just like I said yesterday, I challenge you to look beyond that surface of just those two positions. Look at the undercard fights. When you look at the election, you can see it as a boxing match. The president and vice president, maybe that's the Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson fight. the other branches. Maybe that's let's say the legislative branches, the Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Maybe the judicial branch is Holyfield and Joe Frazier or something. All of the good fights that we've never seen before. We think will probably be really good, and they're all important. They're all good. We want to see them all. So look at the different look at the voting process, the electoral process as a boxing match, and watch all the fights. Don't just watch one. I think I've probably gotten on my soapbox enough for today. At the end of the day, again, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you vote for. I just ask that you go out and vote. If you didn't register to vote, it's disappointing, but that's also your right. If you registered and did not vote, disappointing, but it's your right. But I personally ask, if you're eligible and able to vote, please go do so. Tuesday is the last day. Let's go, people. Y'all have a blessed Thursday. Make progress, not excuses.
Yeah.